Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tembo Mika Online Mathematics. So today we are going to solve this question coming from the past paper of GCE 2023, paper 1, question 5. Yeah, so the question that we're going to solve today, it falls under the topic called functions. So without wasting much of the time, let us solve this question together. So in this question, you have been given a statement. The statement states, given that the function of x equals 3x minus 5 over a 2 and g of x is equal to x plus 2, find a, the inverse function of x, the inverse function of 5, then the last one is the function of f of g of x. So in this statement, there are two functions that they have given us. The function of f, which is this one, and also the function of g, which is this one. So with these two functions, they are going to help us to find the answers for these questions that follows. So let us start with question A, which says find the inverse function of x. So we are going to use this function because of this letter f. Yeah, and here there's f also. So which is directing us that we should use this function. So here we are going to say solution like that. Yes. So we'll start with question A, which is saying that we should find the inverse function of x. So we are going to say here, this -1 here, it is the one which is represent inverse function. If there's no -1, it means that is just a function. But because of this -1, it shows that this is a what? A function. So we are going to say inverse function of x equals, then we are going to get this function the way it is. 3x minus 5 over a 2. So to find the inverse of this function, the first thing that we have to do is to replace this part with any letter or with any variable that you wish to use. So in mathematics, we usually use y. So here it will be y is equal to 3x minus 5 over a 2. Now here we have to make 3x the subject of the formula. So since this is a function, this is a fraction, sorry, not a function, but a fraction, we have to balance here also. It has to be a what? A fraction. So here we are going to do multiplication. So 1 times everything here, it will be the same because any number times 1, it is the number itself. So here we are going to say 3x minus 5 is equal to y times 2, it is 2y. Yeah. So here now it is simple to make 3x the subject of the formula because we will just make this -5 jump the equal sign. Yes. So we are going to say 3x is equal to this -5 will jump the equal sign and it will be a plus. So here we are going to say equals 2y plus 5. So here the next step that we're going to do, we want to get rid of this 3 so that the x should remains alone, because our main focus is to find we want to make x the subject of the formula. So let me just write it here. 3x equals 2y plus a 5. So Here we're going to do over 3 and here over 3. So this 3 and this 3 will cancel. We are going to remain with x now. So we are going to say x is equal to 2y plus 5 over a 3. Yeah. Now at this point, what we are going to do is we are going to replace again this x. We will replace it with the inverse function now, the symbol for inverse function. So we are going to say the inverse function of x is equal to, so where there is y, we are going to replace again with x because there's x here. So we're going to say equals 2x plus a 5 over a 3. So this is our final answer. This is the inverse function for this function. This is the inverse. So the next thing that we are going to do, we are supposed to solve question B. So for us to solve question B, we are going to use the same function. Look at this. These two questions, they are related. What I'm trying to say is that you can't find B without finding A. Yes, because we are going to use the answer that we are going to find from A to solve B. So I'm saying so because here they were asking us to find the inverse function. Now here again they are saying the function inverse of 5. Now we have already defined the inverse, which is this one. So because they have said the inverse function of 5, meaning here where there is x, we are going to replace with what? A 5. So we will write this answer the way it is here. This is question B. This is question B. So we are going to say inverse function of 5 is equal to, we are going to get this answer the way it is, 2x plus a 5 over a 3. So now our job here is to substitute, to replace here where there is x with a what? A 5. So the next step that we are going to do is we are going to say inverse function of 5 is equal to 2 open bracket. Where there is x, now we'll replace with a 5 plus a 5 again. So our next step here, what we are going, over a 3, like that. So our main job, so our next thing that we have to do now is to do the multiplication here. So we'll write again the same process. Don't be raised to write this part. This part should flow. So the inverse function of a 5 is equal to 2 times 5, it is 10. 10 plus a 5 over a 3. Then we'll continue from here. Then I think we can cut here like that. The inverse function of a 5 is equal to 10 plus 5. 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. 15 over a 3. So this is simple now. This will make us alive. This one should be smaller. Alive at the final answer now. The inverse function of 5 is equal to 3 into 15, it is 5. So this is the answer for question B. Yes, we just use the inverse function to find the answer for question B. But if there was no inverse here, if there was no inverse, if they have just said find the function of 5, we would just get the actual inverse here and remove x where there's 5 and put 5. Then we put the brackets to show that it is multiplication. But because of inverse, this shows us that the answer that we have found here, we use the same one to find the inverse of 5. So that's it. Now let us go to the last question, which is C. Yeah, in question C, they are saying we should find the inverse function of f of g of x. So this is a composite function. This is a composite function. Yeah, what they mean is the combination of two functions together. So we will start with the function of f. Then where there is x, we are going to put the function of g. So we are going to start writing this function. Then where there is x, we are going to put the function of g and solve. As simple as such. So we are going to say inverse function of g of x is equal to 3. Now there's x here. We must replace it with the function of g. So we are going to say x plus a 2. Then we cross the bracket, and here at the end there's negative 5. Negative 5, like that. Then over a 2. This is simple now for us. So we are going to say f of g of x is equal to 3 times x, it is 3x. 3 times 2, it is 6. Don't forget to put this sign here, positive or plus. Plus a 6 minus a 5 over a 2. Yes. So here now we are going to do a little bit of board mass. Oh, sorry, not a board mass, but we are going to work out the like terms together. Yes, so what we're going to do is the function of g of f of g of x is equal to 6 minus 5, it is 1. So here we're going to write 3x plus a 1 over a 2. So this is our final answer, because we cannot enter 2 into 3x plus 1. So this is the final answer. As simple as that. So that's our video for today. This is just like a revision work. It is part of a topic called function. But in the next video, I'm going to solve functions, from the beginning to the end, step by step. So if you found this video helpful, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Thank you for watching.